Okay. What's the name, please? What's it? Dosis Mahob. Okay, remember your code. Your code is cnn172. Just remember that. Even when you come here, you have to remember the code. 172. Dosis? Can you remember? How old are you?
34.
Can I have your birthday?
September 19, 1978.
What's your height and what is your weight?
5'1".
How heavy are you?
49 kilograms.
How many kilograms? 50.
Yes, sir.
Can I know what is your academic qualification? Pardon? What is your academic qualification? Like you, which college you go, or have you got a degree or anything like that?
Bachelor of Elementary Education, graduate.
Bachelor of Elementary Education. That means you have gone to a... When you say it's a bachelor, do you have a degree or a diploma?
I have a degree.
I see, okay. What are your experience?
What experience?
Have you worked in anywhere else before as a domestic helper or in any other profession, maybe like sales or in a factory or anywhere? What?
In Philippines, I have worked in college. I have no experience yet. This is my first time.
I tell you what, your mic you don't put too near. There's an echo. Just your mic put a bit further. It's too near. Your mic put it a bit further from your mouth.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. What are your experience?
I'm working in Continental Shipping Agency, sir, as a shipper.
You are working in Continental Agency.
Yes, sir.
As a what?
Shipper of fertilizer.
I can't get you. Your job function is as a what?
Shipper. Shipper, fertilizer.
You mean they are actually marketing fertilizers?
Yes, sir.
And what is your job there? Are you a clerk? Or are you a salesperson? Or are you doing accounts or what?
Shipper lang, sir. Shipper. Shipping of fertilizer, cargo.
Packing, you mean? Packing of fertilizer?
Yes, sir.
Or you do the packing?
No, check lang, sir. To check the cargo.
I cannot hear you actually. Okay, never mind. You try and speak clearly. But can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
You try and speak clearly, slowly and clearly.
Okay. I check fertilizer here in Philippines. Cargo.
I see. So can you do some administrative work? Let's say if an employer were to take you, morning maybe you work in the house for a short while. Maybe from morning you get up at 6 o'clock, you work until maybe about 9 o'clock, you sweep the house. Then later on you go to the sir office, you help sir in the office. Can you do the job?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes.
Can you type? Do you know how to use Microsoft Word, Excel, all this?
Computer. I don't know.
You don't know. But can you type?
Yes, sir. I can type.
Have you done any office work before?
No. No, sir.
No.
Marketing lang. Marketing.
Huh?
Marketing. In the field.
Bookkeeping, you mean?
No.
No.
Just like a promo, sir. Promo.
I cannot hear you. You don't have to be nervous. You just speak plainly and clearly. I cannot hear you.
Actually, sir, promo, sir. Promotion. Promotions of...
Oh, I see, promotions. You've been doing some promotion work, is it?
Yes, sir.
In some supermarket or something like that?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh. How many months of experience you have got?
For promotion, mga 9 months.
9 months.
For keeper, 2 years. Almost 2 years.
2 years is what? As a what?
Keeper.
Packer.
Yes, sir.
You do some packing for the fertilizer company, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do you want to apply as a domestic helper in Malaysia?
I want, because of my son, sir, I want stable job.
You want to get a job?
Yes, sir. For my son.
I see. For your son. How many children have you got?
One. I have one son only.
Oh, you have one boy, How big is your son?
8 years old. 8 years old, sir.
8 years old.
Yes,
I
sir.
see. So, before you come, have you got the permission from your husband to come?
We're separate.
You are separated.
Oh, yes, sir.
And so, do you get the permission from your mother or from anybody from the Philippines?
Yes, sir.
From who?
From my mother, from my sister.
So have they given you the permission to come?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if I get you an employer, I want to make sure that you will actually don't change your mind.
Yes, sir.
Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm going to get the calling visa, let's say. I got an employer for you, I apply for the calling visa. Calling visa will take about 1 to 1.5 months. After that, you will be called to Manila and to do the processing. You will have to go there probably to get the the training and to get the approval for the OEC from the Malaysian embassy before you get the exit visa.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted you to make sure that you won't change your mind. Later on you tell me my son, is not allowing me to come. I miss my son. Then we will find it very difficult because we already got your calling visa. Can you promise me that?
Yes, sir. This is my final decision, sir.
I see. But who is going to look after your son when you come?
My sister.
Your sister.
Yes, sir.
And is your sister married?
Yes.
So she has got her own children and she's willing to help you to look after your son.
Yes, sir.
When you come here, will you feel homesick? You cannot answer the question. You have to let me know.
No, sir, no.
No, Are you sure or not?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's only natural if you feel homesick. When you feel homesick because you love your children or you love your family people, we can understand. But you must know how to overcome it. Make it as an inspiration when you feel homesick. Because when you feel homesick, that means you think of your people over in the Philippines. That's why you feel homesick. So that gives you the inspiration to work. Because if you work, then you get the money to help them. But if you feel homesick, you don't work, that means you're not going to help them. That means you don't love them. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
You look at the points there, am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So when you feel homesick, you just think about the work, think about helping your people, your son or your sister or your mother. You feel homesick, then you don't work, then it defeats all the purposes of you coming here to help them. You're not helping them, you become a liability.
Yes, sir.
So if you feel homesick, make it as an inspiration for you to work. Just remember that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I know your hobby? Yeah, what hobby do you have? Do you like to cook? Do you like to do gardening? Or do you like to do, let's say, something to do with office work?
I'm willing to know, sir. Everything. I'm willing to know.
You are what?
I'm willing to know everything.
You want to learn everything. Okay, do you know how to cook?
I know how to cook Philippines, but I want to learn how to cook Chinese food.
I see. So you want to learn to cook Malaysian food. Actually, here we have got we are Malaysians, and we do have Chinese, cooking Malaysian food. Actually, Malaysian food, that means sometimes they are spicy, sometimes they're Chinese food, sometimes it could be even Indian food or even Malay food. We are Malaysians. And if it's Chinese food or some spicy food, it's also like the Philippine food, like adobe, adobo chicken is also like some dishes in the Chinese menu. So the food is almost the same. So I don't think you will find any difficulty in eating the food here. It's almost the same. You want to eat spaghetti, yes, once in a way we can buy the spaghetti. The mom can buy the spaghetti, some Western food. We do have all these things. So you will actually, if you work properly, you can feel at home. But if you give problem, of course, you will never be able to get yourself comfortable here. You work properly, everything will be nice, everything will be comfortable. Food, weather, everything is almost the same. Time is the same. Now, what time is in the Philippines?
10:45.
Yeah, so it's the same time over in Malaysia. So you can see the similarities there.
Yes, sir.
Everything is almost the same. Okay, now, do you have any experience in looking after children?
Yes, sir.
Looking after whose children?
My son, sir.
So you have looked after your son as from what age?
From baby, sir.
From day one. That means the day he's born, you look after him. That means you know how to feed a baby, you know how to change diaper. All this, do you know?
Yes, sir.
What about looking after elderly people? Some of them, they want to look for a domestic helper to help them to look after an elderly person who is weak, who needs support, or somebody who can't even walk. That means they're invalid. Are you prepared to do that job?
Yes, sir.
Have you got any experience on that?
No.
You don't have any experience, but are you willing to do it?
Yeah, I'm willing.
You are willing,
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I were to get an employer for you, which is your choice? Do you prefer to look after children, or do you prefer to look after elderly people? Hello, does this? If you were given a choice, which would you prefer? To look after children or to look after elderly people?
Elderly. Elderly, sir.
Oh, so you prefer to look after elderly people. But why do you choose to look after elderly people?
It is to understand what you want.
Pardon?
It is easy to understand, sir, what you want.
I see. So it's easier to understand them. But sometimes elderly people could be also like children. You know, if they are too old, then also, you know, they can be a bit more difficult because they can't even, you know, you can't even understand what they are talking. So there are some circumstances like that. So just remember that if you look after elderly people, because sometimes they're senile, they cannot remember. So you must also remember that. But looking after a child, if it's a child that is well trained, I think it's also easy.
Yes, sir.
Because you look after your own child, so if you look after a child, you train them, then it's easy. So both are not as easy as what you think. Both are, they have their pros and cons. Is that okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Because let's say some of them are invalid, you have to help to feed them, bathe them, change the diaper, probably move them. You think you can do that?
Yes, sir. I will do.
You will do, but do you have the strength to do?
Yes.
Good, I see. Do you have any sickness?
No.
Like, for instance, you have got hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are piles, or acute gastritis, or headache, maybe meningitis.
No.
Do you have any of these problems?
No.
You please, if you have to let the agent know so that maybe they can send you to see a doctor or what. Because you come here, you have this problem, also you cannot work, and you'll find a lot of difficulties.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What about your eyes? Can you see properly without spectacle?
Yes, sir.
I see. I just want to test you. Do you know how to count? Do you know how to count?
You have to come down. Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir. I know.
Okay, you just look at this. You just give me the answer for this.
I can see you at the...
Danny, can you see me?
No. No, sir.
Danny, what is that?
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay, can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just...
What is this?
Can you please?
It's cut off.